name is Jamie. I live in Saudi Arabia. I have another breakout on my chin, and I have a makeup collection that just keeps getting larger. It didn't today. We're gonna do something a little bit different today. So let's talk about it. If you're new here, hi. Consider liking and subscribing and commenting and all that good stuff. That would help me out a lot. If you want, it'd be nice. I've been seeing this kind of going around on different people's channels, and I thought I would weigh in and imagine, if you will, a hellscape where I lost all of my makeup and it's all gone. I don't want this to happen. I'm moving soon, so I'm a little concerned that something like this could happen. Knock on wood, you know? And yeah, imagine a scenario where all of my makeup is gone and I have to buy brand new makeup and construct a brand new makeup kit. What would that be comprised of, and how much would it cost at the end of the day? Let's get into it, shall we? Okay, first of all, I would not buy primer. I would skip on the primer and probably wait for a day when I was feeling more wealthy in this situation. However, I have found a combination of concealer and foundation that I have coined as my gold standard. This is benchmark. This is how I want my skin to look. This is a combination that wins each and every time I wear it. So that combination is the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use concealer. I have it in the shade Snow. And then I combine that with the Bounce Beauty Blender foundation, and I have it in the shade 1.5C. This is a great color match for me, and when I blend it all together, it looks incredible. So I'm gonna start by putting that on my face. I need to wet my sponge though, hang on. The Too Faced concealer is $34. This is an investment piece. However, I feel like you get a lot of product, and even more if you have cat hair in it, as you know. So, does it say how much there is? 0.5 fluid ounces. So that seems to me like a lot of product. I don't know. So, shut up, Saudi Arabia. Shut up! Why? That seems to be a lot of product for the money, I would say. And each and every time I use this, I am fairly liberal with it. It's not like I'm like skimping on the product necessarily. That said, I may need to replace this soon. I don't know. I've been thinking about what I want to get backups of, if anything, you know, because I need backups. I'm moving, you may or may not know, I'm moving back to Egypt, and there is no Sephora in Egypt, so yeah. Things are gonna work a little differently, I feel. In this hellscape scenario, all of my brushes turned out fine. I'm not replacing my brushes. No, we're not playing that game. That's not a fun game. I like this particular combination because it is matte but flexible on my skin. It makes my skin look really nice. And yeah, the foundation in particular is pleasing. I saw on Sephora's website that they changed the packaging of this foundation, which I think is a good plan. Some people really liked this delivery mechanism. Some people did not, which is kind of a shame because it is really a good foundation. This is actually my second bottle of this foundation. Okay, I'm gonna switch over to a sponge for a minute and kind of bounce this around. I am going to do my brows kind of while this dries, and I'm gonna start by using a She Glam skinny pencil, and this is technically called the Instafill Brow Pencil. It's very small, and I think I have it in the shade, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I wanna say ash brown. I don't know. And this, technically you can get sometimes like a deal where if you buy 3, you get 1 for 99 cents, but each one is $3.20. I know She Glam is a little controversial, but again, this is honestly something I use all the time. It's something I use all the time, but if I were rebuilding my makeup kit, this would go in it. A little bit dark for me right now, but it's fine. Ugh. So, in addition to a brow pencil from Chic Glam, I would also get the NYX Lift and Snatch. I have mine in the shade Brunette, and this is $12. I should mention as well, I forgot, the foundation is $29 on Sephora. Honestly, my brow products are easy because this is what I use every day anyway. Not sure what this acne situation is with me lately. I'm not happy about it. Okay, next up I'm gonna go ahead and prep as usual. This is an obvious choice for me with my Eye Prep Eye Prime, and this is from Juvia's Place. This is $12. I have been using this for years now. And I suppose if I were really in a bind, I would use concealer, but I don't really believe in concealer working as an eye primer. I've done it before. I usually tend to pick like a dry concealer that would definitely not work on my under eyes, but like, it's always a bummer when that happens, you know? Like you get a concealer that you hope works for your under eyes and then it's just super drying and crap, and then you're like, well, I guess you're an eye primer now. Rude. But it's been a few years since that has happened to me. Well, that zit will not be covered today. She's not having it. She's just a little juicy and a little mad. We're just gonna go on. We're just gonna go from there. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and powder a little bit, and I'm gonna be using the Chic Glam Insta Ready Face and Under Eye Setting Powder Duo. And this has a, what's it called? A pressed powder and then a loose setting powder. So I'm just going to take a tiny bit of the pressed powder and set my under eyes with it. And like I said, I'm sorry, Chic Glam is a controversial brand, but they make some bangers. I will be the first to admit that I would not prefer to use a lot of Chic Glam products openly on my channel, but I'm not gonna lie to you also. Like, this is what I would buy. This is what I would use. So I had a lot of options for palettes. I'm sure you can imagine. And unfortunately, the one I want to use is sold out. I would imagine it's being discontinued. And I really, really had to make a decision. So, man. So, honestly, like, I really turned over the idea of Interstellar, but the problem with Interstellar is that it doesn't have any neutrals. Then I turned over the idea of Carnival XL Remastered. Has neutrals, but doesn't have special shades. Then I thought about Carnival All Stars, and it has neutrals and has some rainbow colors, but it doesn't, again, have enough special shades for me. So, as you can see, this is a problem. I want a palette that has both neutrals and special shades in it. And invariably, I had to go with Manifest Dream Big. These other ones were options. I was thinking about it. But if I absolutely had to have a palette, it would be this one. However, I think for the purpose of this exercise, I'm going to say that I'm picking a palette that is available, and I'm not happy about it. I'll have you note, I'm not happy about this choice. I think I'm gonna have to go with the Carnival All Stars just for this purpose. It does have some neutrals, it has colors. I wish it had more special shades. That's my issue. So we're gonna get into it now. So I'm gonna go ahead and head into Mystic. Okay, I've put that black shade down, and then, what do I even want to do? What do I even want? I think I'm gonna do a green look. We're gonna go into Forest. I'm going to take the shade Ecstasy, this one, pop that kind of through here. Then I think I'm going to start to take clay and buff it out a little bit. I will say that I feel like for this exercise, it had to be a Be Perfect palette. It had to be. It is the way it is. I have been thinking about this for a couple of days, and to be honest, yeah, like it wouldn't be a mainstream brand. It had to be Be Perfect. Imagine I lost everything. I would replace a Be Perfect palette. That's just how it is. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to say. Yes. Go ahead and take Venom, I feel. Maybe Venom and Silvery. At least this palette has one special shade, and that's Starlight, but obviously that does not go with today's look at all. The shade is really beautiful. You know me, I love like a really grungy, yellowy green. And if you don't know me, I really like a grungy, yellowy, dirty green. It's nice. And I think if I was rebuilding my entire collection, my first instinct would be to say, I would get a color case. Now, the reason I would say that is that I could use all of these shades for like eyebrows and for liners and bronzers. However, I don't always love a cream bronzer. So for that reason, no color case. Thoughts on that? Do you have thoughts on that? What I'd do is I would pick up a NYX Epic Ink Liner. Epic Ink Liner is $10. So mine is running out, but we're gonna make it work anyhow. You know that She Glam is controversial, but something like this can very often cost like $2 or $3. Okay, so I will say that these packs of lashes are a good deal. Oh man, I forgot to include Duo Lash. I would have to have Duo Lash. How much does Duo Lash cost? I don't remember. We're at, like, here's where we're at in the process. Tell me if this is cheating. I'm picking one product for highlighter, bronzer, and blush. And it would have to be this Beauty Bay face palette. I have mine in the shade Light. And yeah, this is a great little product. It normally is $16. Right now, Beauty Bay has it on sale for $14.40 or something. I can't quite remember, but This has a really nice light bronzer shade, and the blushes are very, very pigmented. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take this shade Peach. That's my blush. I like an orangey blush myself. A little bit of highlighter from the same palette and pop that on. And also kind of use that highlighter as my inner corner highlight just to bring it all together, you know? So I wouldn't go out of my way to get any specific mascara. I'm just gonna use what I have right now because I have it here right now. And yeah, mascara is just one of those things I don't care about because I put on eyelashes every day anyway. So I would just go out and get whatever was available. Controversial. So last thing, controversial, but don't bite me, is this is my favorite gloss in the land. And it is a He Who Must Not Be Named gloss. It is one of the Supreme glosses, and it is in the shade Celebrity Skin. I have a backup of this because I like it so much. When the day comes that there is a neutral, comfortable gloss that is not this brand, I will buy it. But that day has not come yet. So don't be mad at me, okay? All right, I would skip setting spray because right now I feel like setting spray makes my whole face a little oily. So I would skip it. Not gonna buy that. So here is the finished look if I lost all my makeup and had to replace it and buy a whole new kit. So the total for this all new makeup kit is about $180 with everything that I talked about, give or take a little bit. And this palette, I forgot to mention because I also didn't know at the time, was $32.95. And yeah, this is the same great Be Perfect quality in just a much more condensed little palette. And this is the reason that I chose it. It was a hard decision, okay? I went into this video wanting to do Manifest Dream Big, and then I talked myself out of it because it is not available. This palette is still available. So yeah, let's hope that the apocalypse never happens and I never have to replace all of my makeup. That would be bad. I don't want to do that. I don't want any of us to have to do that. Do I like the look? Yeah, more or less. I'm gonna just keep blending a little bit here because I can. But yeah, it's fine. It was very easy to put together given all of these products, and you saw it all come together. Relatively no drama, as you can see. What are the things that you would absolutely have to have? Let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.